Hello Retro Simmers, welcome to West Enemy Sims. My name is Kelvin and how are you doing? We are back with another speed build. This time around we're going to build a white Christmas castle. So this is a mashup of medievals and Christmas items theme. So if you like this content and stumble upon this video, please give me a like and subscribe to West Enemy Sims for more updates on Retro Sims content. We are still on our road to 2,000 subscribers, so thank you so much for supporting me all these years. This is going to be another year of really fun retro simming, and yeah, I hope to make this channel a little bit more bigger next year. Going to focus more on upcoming life simulation games as well. So yep, but still in the essence, still more about Sims 2 builds and also looking back on Sims 1, 2 and even 3. Now going to look into this build. So the first thing I did is I have an idea that to build this castle is on the hill. I'm thinking of more of a Scandinavian or Nordic style of castle, but it doesn't really turn out exactly what it is. So it's not any historical or contextually accurate at all. So that's okay, but the main thing is it is going to be totally in white, and inside this castle will be in a lot of Christmas items, so your Sims can celebrate Christmas in a really royal way. Or definitely a huge terraforming using Terrain 2 to raise the whole lot up to a large hill and build a foundation on there, so it looks really tall and grand. And I really like the outlook shell a lot already, but there's a lot of things to fix. Mainly the hill had to be a bit more not too steep, so it won't look too sharp down in some of the edges, so I will have to smooth them out later on. And yep, and I put in the huge castle door, and there'll be an entryway leading up to the bedrooms on the second floor, but on the first floor, one side will be the living room and study, and one side will be the huge dining hall and the kitchen. So this build definitely going to have a long stairway down, so it reminded me of the Chinese village I did 2 years ago. I think it's quite a long time ago. That really took a lot of time terraforming and fixing the staircase, going down layer by layer, so it won't look like it's a lot of steps all the way down. So it is progressively smooth down step by step, with some stairs along the way by phases. So yep, it is a long process. As you can see here, I did cut down in some parts of the video because it's going to be taking way too long to smooth out and adjust, and a lot of tweaking to make it work. And inside the house will be a lot of medieval and Christmas items, definitely to make this mansion or castle very festive. And yep, initially I'm thinking the white medieval color isn't really matching with medieval styles, and medieval usually associated with really dark colors and grey stones and brick. But this is a nice, decent change, so it looks more palacey, look more modern, royalty in the inside, but on the outside, still very grand on the with traditional medieval style. And for the stairways, I initially wanted to have a middle sweeping staircase going up, but it doesn't center to the door in the because that's 3 tiles and the sweeping staircase is 4 tiles long. So I make 2 sides to have sweeping staircases to make it a double entry. So anything double 2-sided is usually very grand. I did have to make a lot of changes to the balcony area or the walkway on the top, so it does. But anyway, the layout is a bit challenging for the upstairs because I don't want to have a lot of rooms, but each room has to be ample space and it's a bit more narrow in some places, so I have to readjust here and there, and also include bathrooms. For the master bedroom, on the one side for the parents or the king and queen living this place, we'll have a walk-in closet and a really huge bathrooms. I don't usually do huge bathrooms, even have a bathtub being in the middle of the bathroom as well. The most challenging part is definitely the roofing. So initially I wanted to just put conical octagonal roofs on top as spheres on the tower sides, but then it gives a really harsh shadow. I think it's the glitch, or it's really how the Sims 2 shadow function works. So I don't think it looks really nice after I painted the castle white, and so I ditched that idea and used those roof pieces from Sims 2 Apartment Life. I swear I use those mansard roof pieces way too much and way too often now, but the outcome looks way much better, so definitely it's worth the time and effort to do all that. Also, I've actually experimented with dome-shaped roofs. In terms of The Sims 2, that was a big fail because cylinder rounded shaped roofs or domes in The Sims 2 usually don't look very nice, because I initially saw in Scandinavian or Nordic castles they actually have a round dome on the top of their towers, so definitely an interesting thought. So it definitely stands out differently from other European countries in terms of their castle, but it doesn't work out very well in The Sims 2, so I also scrapped that idea. But it's a really nice way to experiment with different building tools that you don't really touch at all. So yeah, and speaking of experimenting, so I go all white in it, mostly white in this build. It reminds me a lot of the sad beige house from the Christmas village I built last year. That build was to me not my style. It's furthest cut from my comfort zone, so definitely it's not my favorite. And if I have my own way, I will have richer colors, dark and bright colors balanced out with pastels and whites. That is how I usually balance out colors. I don't go all out with pastel, so I always balance it with some darker colors for accents, or if I go all dark, some little bit pops of color here and there, so it won't go too dull or too dark. as for landscaping, I'm going to do a lot of pine trees, a lot of fir trees, and smoothen it out with the tile floors or on the staircases, and also added the railings to make the entryway a little bit more grand. And then I changed some of the trees to have Christmas decorations. And yeah, I didn't put all the trees to have the Christmas decorations, but that would be an overkill. So that's having some of that in front will do. And yes, I forgot to add on the fact that I put extra bumps for the chimney to. The chimney I use actually does floats without the foundation. So I did what I have to do to add in foundation and have a bump and cover the chimney area so it doesn't have the ugly brick tile that messes up with the aesthetic, that doesn't look white anymore. There's a lot of brick red. Usually I ignore that and leave it there. So a lot of sim builders actually cover it up with extra wall pieces to match the outside interior wall textures. So that's a pretty good tip if you don't want the chimneys to stick out like a sore thumb. So you can use the wall tool to cover it up and make it part of your main house. Okay, that's pretty much what I want to share about White Christmas Castle. What do you guys think? Please leave me a comment. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to West Anime Sims for more updates on Retro Sims content. The link to download this build as well as the screenshots will be down in the description, as well as my social media channels, Instagram and Tumblr. Please do give these channels a follow. Anyways, thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! Anyway, I'm taking this opportunity to say Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year for everyone celebrating Christmas at the end of the year. I won't be posting a lot of videos in Christmas season, I think all the way to New Year's. So So because I really need to take a break because I really feel the builds are a little bit la- lackluster, and I have to really need to take my time to step back and to take some time for myself to find more inspiration, to get more ideas. But if you have any more ideas on what to build in The Sims 2, please do comment your suggestions down below. Maybe if I like the idea, I might pick it up and try to build it. I really hope you have a really good year. I honestly think this year is pretty okay, not too fantastical, but there's a lot of highs and a lot of lows. That's pretty much a mixed bag. Definitely, hopefully 2025 will be a better year, because in terms of life simulation games, Inzoi is coming out in March 28, and also Paralyzed is slated to come early access next year as well. So this year is a bit of a bummer because Life by You is cancelled and not much progress is going on for both Inzoi and Paralyzed, and also Viva Land is just pretty much radio silent after the demo. So I initially want to have a video explaining all of that, but I guess I don't feel like boring you all with all the details for what happened this year in terms of the live simulation games. Even I don't feel very excited for this year, and I initially thought 2024 would be a really big year for live simulation games. Yes, I was wrong, so hopefully next year we'll have a better year. And after building this castle, I still feel it's quite bare, so definitely expect changes off camera, and you will see a lot of things have been changed out, added more decorations to make this place a little bit more fuller. So this castle itself is already 240 simoleons and value. So if I add in more extra stuff, it's gonna be pretty much more expensive. Well, if you're a royalty, definitely it is six-figure mansion isn't a castle. It's not really an issue. It makes more a logical sense to have that kind of real estate if you're like practically royalty or monarchy living in this Sims house.